Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What do they say? It's hump day today, man. I may end up going to my favorite spot today. Get my fried chicken dinner. We got a local diner here. I can go and get 4 pieces of homemade fried chicken. You know, it's fried and it's chicken that's locally, right? 2 sides, bread, and a drink. $10.99. Man, you can't beat it. Hey, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning, Living Life. Good morning, Kendra. Hold on, I see Bexy's quote. I'm still laughing about the picture you had yesterday with Trump. Oh, I'm putting it back up. We're going to talk about them cankles today. Matter of fact, let's start there. Thank you for reminding me, beloved. This is why I love the community, because we all work together to make sure that we have what we need. Hey, DJ Reese, good morning. So much has happened. I even forgot. Look, so much has happened since even the cankles yesterday. Hey, good morning, Miss M. Now I'm gonna tell you something that was so awesome to me yesterday. So yesterday, I was working so much yesterday. So yesterday I saw that I had missed a call, and the call had come from my former boss. You know, we all lost our job in this government thing, right? Hey, Shauna. Hey, Alicia. Good morning. And he texts me a message and he says, hey, I just want to let you know, I've been seeing what you're doing online and I've been listening to your podcast. You're doing a great job. Keep doing it. And I'm like, whoa, my boss, that's a sign. Keep going. I say that to say to y'all, keep going. Good morning to patient one. Keep going. If you've had any moments where you're unsure, keep going. I know that's what it did for me. Hey, Lori, good morning, beautiful. And thank you for helping me test YouTube yesterday. I know what I did wrong. I unplugged the mic, Lori. I unplugged the mic. Jesus. You know, it would help if I would have had it plugged back up, right? Yeah, that's where it was. Hey, Cara. Hey, Sonny. Hey, Ashley. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, man. And now y'all starting to see more of the news stories talk about it again. And for the people that came through yesterday, oh, you telling tales. Why would I tell tales? I don't need to. Thank you so much, Lori. I appreciate that. Hey, Kyoto. Good morning. Good morning, April. Yeah, Cara, you're right. Those ankles are a sign of bad health. Because, listen, I'm just looking at all of it and I'm going. No, they're not compression socks, but they look like it. The bottom of bruh's legs looking like he'd been on an 8-hour Spirit Airlines flight. Like, what's happening? Hey, Lori, good morning. You sent me something on Patreon? Okay, Lori, I'll check it out. Because over there I can put a lot of more stuff on than I can on TikTok. His shoes are whole. Listen, he gonna go home. He's gonna, soon as they take him to the beast, he's gonna kick those shoes off like a woman when she kicks off her bra after a long day at work. Listen. He got them new Take Your Pressure 2000s. Listen, okay. I'm like, goodness gracious. But you combine that with all the other things that have been happening, we would know. It does look painful. It looks very painful. Hey, baby love, good morning. I'm doing wonderful, and you? But it does look painful. That doesn't look... So my thing is, when is he going to change what shoes he's wearing? Y'all get where I'm coming from? Because you can't keep wearing stuff like that. Hey, Kiara, no, good morning. I wanted to be here at 9 something, at 9 o'clock, but my dogs, Scooby and Scrappy Doo, I started to take a video of me dealing with them this morning. Like, this is why I'm not online doing anything yet, because these two are still playing games. I can't rush them through their breakfast, and then you take them outside. Dogs, they got to smell everything in the fucking air before they decide to pop a squat. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. But I find it interesting Republicans aren't talking about this. But again, they only got two options, right? Talk about his health or the Epstein files. These poor people are up against a wall. They have nowhere to run. It's like everywhere they run. They have nowhere to run, literally. They're just up against the wall. Because they're just, carrying water. There's a picture. Yeah, I saw that picture yesterday. Remember when I had showed you guys a picture some weeks ago? And they were reporting a bruise on his hand. Remember I showed you that? Now they're putting makeup over that type of stuff. But you can't put makeup over those legs, beloved. You can't do that. That's impossible. So his only other you know what he gonna have to do? He gonna start having to move around like Greg Abbott of Texas. Maybe they can get one of the motorized scooters like Professor X. Why is the president in a motorized scooter? Oh, he's on something different. He's doing something different. But that's how I see it. I just look at it and I go, yeah, you can't really cover up nature. You can't. But he's been lying. Remember, the White House doctor, Ronnie Jackson, said Trump was 6'3", 230-something pounds. The White House doctor said it. Now, he already thought we were stupid, like we don't have eyes and we can't see. We knew that the math wasn't mathing. We knew that. But now, you can't hide it. You can't hide it. You know what? I wonder, you know how they have those machines, like if you have lymphedema or you got like a lot of fluids in your legs, you could put your leg in each sleeve and it would compress onto your leg and you do it every day. It slowly helps your body get better with it. I wonder if he got any of those. How tall is he? He ain't 6'3". He probably about 6'1", but he ain't 6'3". Nah, I don't even think he's 5'10", 275. No, it's more than that. I believe it's more than that. Oh, your mom had that problem, Patricia. Wow. Okay, so you say kidneys failing. And that's a big deal. Like, as the American people, we need to know what is the real state of his health. Especially if it means we could end up with JD, right? So we want to know. I just feel like the White House needs to be answering our questions. I agree with you, Bexy. I think he's barely 6 feet tall, but he wears lifts in his shoes. Right? Yeah, we would end up with JD Carr. And listen, I am willing to accept JD Vance as president as long, there's the condition here, as long as he shares with us his regimen and his routine for applying that eyeliner flawlessly. I know every woman in America, every time we look at JD, I know I do, I go, I really want to know what brand he's using. It doesn't run nothing. What is that? I need to know. Good morning, Sanopa. That's what women are thinking. I know that. That's what we're thinking when we see it. We're fascinated by JD Vance's eyeliner because we want to know what it is because it doesn't run. That shit is fascinating to us. Where'd you get that? That doesn't run even when you... Wow. All that crying and that stuff doesn't run? Hey, Dr. Africa, good morning, beautiful. And it doesn't run. You need him to explain to me his... Listen. All I'm going to say is this. You can't invite him into any Ashley furniture. I said what I said. You can't invite him into any Ashley furniture. Yeah. But it's something going on with the president's health, and I want to know what that something is. And frankly, I think that we all have a right to know what that something is. And the administration not telling us that information, that's not okay. Hate is bad for his kidneys. That's what, oh, dang. If only that were true, because if that was true, chill. Wayfair, listen, not Wayfair, hate to see JD coming. Listen. Especially when they had their end of the year sale. They like, oh shit. Stock up, JD Vance is coming. Stock up. Say it again. That's the thing that interests me the most about JD Vance is the eyeliner. That's the thing that interests me the most. That they talk so much about drag queens and trans people, but you have on makeup yourself. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that because my husband doesn't wear makeup. So I want to talk about you wearing makeup and how your wife feels about that. But nobody ever wants to talk about that. I feel some type of way. Yep, they wanted to know everything about Biden's health, Carmen, to your point. But now conservatives, they don't want to. Listen, it's just like the conservatives who told you, right, that they want to know everything. Look, I'm going to put this up here because this happened. They told you, we want to know everything about those Epstein files. Everything about those Epstein files. But yet voted against getting the files. And look, Kiera's like, listen, I'm a gay man. No makeup in sight. Listen. That's why I say, Kiera, the ones who protest the loudest are the ones hiding. Don't make sense to me. Just like Republicans. Why would you vote to block releasing the files? It was things that made me go, that's not another thing that's not helping Trump. It's another thing that this will not go away. It's another thing that proves it's not going to go away. That's what it's proving. And Trump is hoping that it will. He's hoping that he can spew as much rhetoric as possible. None of that shit is working. None of it. It's not working for him, and it's not working for Republicans. And any Democrats that vote not to get the files, it ain't working for them either. The public wants the information. Last night, I was on a conservative message board, right? And I was on this message board. What were they talking about the entire time? Epstein files. Epstein files. They were talking about that more than they were talking about anything else. Epstein files was the biggest, most important conversation. My whole live just cut out. Oh, it didn't cut out for everybody else. Don't know why it did that for you. Now I got a feeling that's not a true statement, y'all. We just gonna roll with it. Would they roll with it? Roll with it? No. Only a local would know what that is. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Rare Essence that I'm singing, but only a local to the DMV would even know what that means. The voting in the middle of the night was worse. Well, Congress loves to do things when you're sleeping. Because, see, when they do it when you're sleeping, they figure by the time you wake up, it's okay, die for me. By the time you wake up, it'll be another news story in front of that one. So you won't even notice that they tried to do stuff while you were asleep. Notice they won't stay up all night to raise the minimum wage, though. They won't do that. They won't do that. They will never stay up all night to make your community safer. They will never stay up all night to make schools better. They only stay up all night to take something from you. That's a government that don't work for you. What is making that sound? I'm getting a lot of interference on my side. I love that meme. Exactly. When I saw this morning, I said, oh, this is how you get to Trump. See, people play it all wrong. Quiet as kept, this is how you get to most Republicans. Because their egos are so huge. This is how you keep Trump talking. Yeah, you're not on the list. You ain't have enough money to be on that list anyway. Watch him crash out. Crash the fuck. What you mean I wasn't on that list? I was at all the parties. That's when you go, really? No, you weren't. Prove it. People like that tell on themselves. They always do. This is why I've always told people, if you want to know what Republicans are going to do or have done, listen to them. Let them talk. Stop arguing with those people. They tell on themselves all the time. And y'all spend all your time going, no, stop telling on yourself. Listen to me talk. And I'm sitting there like, if you don't shut up and let this fool talk? Because they're going to tell on themselves. Oh, Bondi did, listen, haven't I told y'all, Bondi going to lose her job. Watch. 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 Pam Bondi is going to lose her job. Watch. Say it again, Lavender. Never interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake. Yep, they setting her up. She don't see it. That's the crazy part. Pam Bondi don't see it because she too busy being loyal. She too busy on her knees. You understand? That's the crazy part. So she don't see it. By the time she catches on to what's happening, it's too late. Her ass is out of there. Somebody got to take the fall, and it ain't going to be Trump. She going to lose. That's what she gets. That's what she gets for going on Fox News with that bullshit she did. Say it again, intelligent. You challenge his manhood, and he will crash out and confess every time. See, only weak people going to crash out over shit like that. You'll never get a strong man with that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like Barack Obama, you could never, ever get beat on something like that. He'd be like, that's an interesting take. Let me know how it works for you. Like, he not going to feed the shit. For what? That's why I tell y'all, I can always tell the weak folks that come through my live and how they interact with the live. Because if I'm saying things that you don't agree with and you don't like it, you would just scroll by the live, you know? But they don't. They come in, they get loud, they want to be seen. Why? Because they're weak. And I get it. It's A-okay. It's A-okay. Everybody can't keep themselves, you know, steady when they're challenged. Everybody can't. But a lot of people are threatened by you when you can. Learn that as an aside as you move and navigate through your life. Keep your cool. Learn to keep your damn cool. No, Corey's not bad. Corey was just saying make America white again, meaning that's what Trump's going for. I'm assuming, because I've seen Corey in here before, but look, let me double check. Oh no. I gotta let you go, beloved. Bye. Yeah, he had 62 followers, so I had to let it go. I thought it was another Corey. I was confusing him with another Corey. That was my bad. That's why I let it ride. Actually, TikTok had hidden the by default. I showed it thinking it was the other Corey, but that's the wrong Corey. They're all in there to take a fall at the required. Yeah, you're right. But the problem is, Michael, they too silly to think that they're going to take falls too. All of them, I'm telling you, all of them think it's going to be the other person. Hey, Tony, good morning. I'm telling you, this is how these people think. Oh, it won't happen to me. That's why a lot of them they went to work for Trump. It won't happen to me is the mindset. Hey, Trell, good morning, beautiful. But it's going to happen to you too. It's going to happen to all of them because that's how it does. Man, listen, Lavender, the leopards at this point are so fucking full from all the face eating they've been doing with the Republican Party. It's not even funny anymore at this point. Now it's just like, y'all not tired of them taking advantage of y'all. Y'all not tired of these people playing in y'all face. Y'all should be. Y'all should be. But nah. And she thinks his Trump car tag will... Child, listen, she gonna learn. She gonna learn. She gonna learn. Her Hispanic son gonna get caught up in this mess. And then she'll be, I don't understand how we got here. Yes, you fucking do. You went to the polls and voted for the shit. That's how we got here. What are you talking about? But to somebody's point, oh yeah, it's powerful people on that list. And Trump is doing everything in his power to protect it. So if you really want to know who's on it, this is what you say. We all know we get Trump to show his hand when you tell him he's not good enough. Oh, nothing boils his blood more than hearing that. You telling him he ain't got enough money. He ain't got enough power. He ain't got enough access. That's how you get him to run his damn mouth. And then Trump's going to run his mouth and tell on everybody. Trump is like Wesley Snipes in New Jack City. If I go down, we all go down. That's Trump. He's never going to do it never going to go down alone. That's not how that guy is built. You understand? That's not how he's built. Say it again. And blending in red states doesn't save you. The problem is so many people have bought into that lie. If I'm just the good person of color, if I'm a good black person, they won't bother me. If I'm a good Hispanic, they'll leave me alone because I work hard. No, that's not how that shit works. Wake up. There is no concept of being a good one. Fuck you mean? You're not an animal. There is no concept of good and bad. Different is bad. Same is good. That's the mindset that's used. When you get to understand that, then you'll know how to navigate through that. Now, let me stop for a second. Thank you all for joining me this morning. I thank you all so much. It is Wednesday. It is hump day. So tap that like button for me. And with the shares, copy link counts as a share. You don't even have to send it to anybody. But I get credit from TikTok for those shares. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. They just admitted in Florida they're pulling over anyone. Yep. Well, they're doing it also because the courts say they can. The courts say that that's not a violation. You know? And that's unfortunate. But again, I told y'all the only way for America to change is for people have to see it for what it is. So all these people, America's post-racial. Okay. All right. We had a black president. Okay. All right. That didn't mean shit. You know how your country is racist? Look how bad your country crashed out after a black president. You know what I'm saying? That's proof in and of itself. Look at the fucking crash out. People are willing to be poor. People are willing to pay more and get less because they had a black president. Okay. All right. But you're right. It's a good thing that Trump supporters want the files. But y'all know why they really want these files. It's not the reason y'all think. The reason why they really want these files is because Trump and the Republican Party and their supporters spent years saying that the people that Republicans don't like are on the list. That's why they really want it. So, right, they think Democrats are on it. So to them, this is confusing. Like, hey, why would you not reveal the list like y'all said when y'all say these people are on it? Why are you protecting them? See? So at first it became the Democrats were making them protect them. Now the right is going to, no. I think that they're in on it too. It's like, child, it's a beautiful thing to watch. I just watch. Yeah, that's what they think. Oh, they're protecting everybody. Yeah, everybody that they know, they are. Everybody they know they're protecting. Because it's not about political affiliation at that point. It's about money and power. And people who have a lot of money and power don't want to lose it. That's what it's about. And those rich and powerful people are letting everybody else know that's powerful and or rich. Nah, we not going out like that. Honestly, I don't even think he's being paid to keep it quiet because Trump's on the list. He ain't being paid to keep it quiet. He's on the list. So it's to his benefit to keep the shit quiet. And like I told y'all, he's not going to release a fake list because you're instantly going to know those people ain't real. And then he can't put real people on the list because think about it. If you put a real rich and famous and powerful person on that list and they have nothing to do with it, your ass is going to court. They're going to sue the fuck out of you. They're going to sue the fuck out of you. I'm muted and it's your YOU''E. Bye-bye, beloved. I wasn't muted. Try again. Jesus. Jesus. Right. Trump is stuck. He is literally, he's boxed himself into a corner. But conservatives helped to put him there too. Because they spent all these years talking about it, making MAGA think they had this big old gift coming. That ain't coming. It's not coming. That's why I tell Democrats, if you're smart, stay on this shit. Stay on it. Dance on this thing. Tap dance on it. Stoke the flames. Stoke the flames and the divide between them. Stoke it. You better fan them flames. Oh, no, nothing will happen. No, something will happen. As you see, the fractures are already starting in MAGA. Mike Johnson said yesterday the Justice Department needs to release the files. That's the Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House. Okay? Because see, again, you think I'm dreaming? I'm not dreaming. Why you don't want the stuff released, Dave? You don't want to see what's on the list? Bye, Dave. Look, Dave had 22 followers. Dave thought because I booted his other account, I wouldn't catch this one. I did. Bye, Dave. And Trump's not going to release a list putting millionaires and billionaires on it that had nothing to do with it for one specific reason. Rich and powerful people have money to pay lawyers. And the discovery process will get your ass exposed. Okay? Trump don't want no discovery. He don't want that. He don't want that. So he's blocked into a corner. Yup. Now it's Democrats created it. This person created it. That person. Everybody and their mama created the fucking list. But I thought you said there was no list, sir. So now there is a list, but Democrat, make it make sense. Make it make sense. And quiet as kept, if Sleepy Joe made the list and Joe sleep all the time, couldn't they just wait till Joe Biden fall asleep to steal the list back? Exactly. These people are full of shit. They're full of it. What they're trying to do is pivot. Don't let them pivot. Don't let them pivot. Epstein's lawyer already released a statement that Epstein had nothing on Trump. I don't care about Epstein. Why would I trust Epstein's lawyer when I don't trust Epstein? Duh. Like, are you serious? Yeah, a lawyer that never lies. Yeah, that's cool. Come on. That's what I'm saying. If Joe Biden is asleep as they say, why can't they steal the list back from Joe Biden? Huh? You know why? Because every time Trump's move, he tells on himself, look, you gonna hear that water? That's why. Joe Biden will wake up every fucking time. Well, Joe Biden's not president anymore, ballin'. I want Trump to release the list, don't you? I thought you guys cared about the children. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Again, I'm asking people to just use common sense. It's just common sense. And if Trump had info on Clinton, like he said Clinton was on the list. He said Hillary was on the list. He said Obama was on the list. Why don't he release it? Prove it. Isn't that what Trump said, Bruce? Did you forget, Bruce? Byron, bye, Bruce. Bruce has 6 followers too. Yeah, we just want accountability. That's all. We just want accountability. That's it. Right. And Joe Biden didn't promise to release. My thing is Trump did. He campaigned on it. So if Trump is now saying there's no list, then he campaigned on a lie. So then what did y'all vote for? Because he didn't bring down the cost of eggs. The cost of goods is sky high. Jobs have been taken. Government torn all up. So what did you vote for then? I'll wait. Y'all know they all trying to figure it out. They all sitting somewhere. I've got to find the answer. I gotta figure this out. Because this Negro woman on TikTok. Let me see. Let me see if Google can help me figure out what we're supposed to say now. Because I don't know. I wanted the list. They told me I was going to get a list. That's how they acting right now. Looking for a strategy. They're like, somebody please tell me something. No, but they'll tell you they didn't vote for the race. I voted for the economic policy. Lies. They voted to pay more and get less. I voted for the list. I voted for Kamala Harris, hoping that we would still get the list. Look, Kamala would release it. Is MAGA saying that Kamala is a stronger leader than Donald Trump? That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like to me that Kamala would have been a tougher and stronger leader because she would have released the list, right? Because she's not on the list, right? So, wouldn't have been a big deal, right? Right, but see, Justin, Trump said he was going to release the list. What happened? What happened? Look, I got to boot Justin too. What they say? What they say? Would y'all know what I told y'all for? Where do you see my block? Where do you see my block, little bitch? Where do you see my block? Where do you see my block, little bitch? I done told y'all. You can't come in here with it. Kamala would have, listen. Kamala would have dropped that list so hard. Would have dropped that list so hard. Would have dropped that list so hard. That list would have dropped so hard, it would have had a beat with it. You understand? You understand? DJ Khaled, she would have brought DJ Khaled to the White House so he could have dropped the beat when she dropped the list. She would have looked over at her, hey, Khaled, you know what to do. And another one. And then she just dropped the list. All just straight trap music. And telling you, go have at it, folks. But see, we're not getting the list because Trump is president. Bobby, I want people to see your post. Bobby from North Carolina. Bobby from North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off and twist it around your head so like a helicopter. See, he don't know nothing about that. I can guarantee he don't know nothing about that. He don't know nothing about that. But I'm telling you, Trump on the list, Bobby. Trump is on the list, baby. He on the list, honey. You should want that list. The fact that Joe Biden didn't release it, Bobby, isn't it all the more reason to want the list right now? Because Biden didn't do it? So I would want the list. I would want the list. I want the list. Please. I want the list, man. We all want the list. You know who else said that y'all lying about giving up the list? Maury. Maury, he saw it. He saw it. Maury with that fucking lie detector. And Maury called it the fuck out. You understand? You understand? Maury said, no. You said that we were going to get the truth. But then you voted not to release the files. That proves that is a lie. That's a lie. Because when it came time to show and prove, Republicans blocked it. Well, if there's nothing there, why won't they let us see? I want to see. Thank you so much, Totally Love. I catch my bots for the most part. But I want to tell y'all something about bots since she mentioned it to me. Since she mentioned about bots in the chat. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all rich people will pay to have people all around the internet pushing fake information to you and stuff for you to vote against your own interests? Didn't I tell you that? I told y'all. Rich people, they would rather pay for you to be miseducated than pay fucking taxes. Don't say I didn't tell you. There's more rich Democrats. What's wrong, James? You're jealous? Bye. Send James packing too. Hey, you know I catch him quick. This phone still gets exercise. What I tell y'all? Come on. Y'all know this finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen, I practice for this. I practice for this. And you say egomaniac is the show source. Okay, I'll check that out. The MAGAs were supposed to accept all this and think Trump. Exactly, but they're not. MAGA is like a scent. It's like a dog with a scent. They think liberals are on that list, so they want that fucking list. Isn't this musical set list this morning? I don't know how I go from fucking Yin Yang Twins to P.D. Pablo to fucking Rocky theme song. I don't know. I told y'all I love music, so I be all over the place. Okay? And this is why the left will lose in 26 and 28. Oh, then if we're going to lose, why are you here, beloved? Oh, that's right, you're not. Bye, you've been blocked. Hey. Man, you know who's on that list? It was Brenda, Letitia, Inez, and Alicia. Dawn, LaShawn, Inez, and Felicia. Listen, we want the list. About 3 Kims, Sharon, and Nikki. Listen, Cookie. Oh, I met her at an ice cream parlor. Said, listen, y'all taking me off. I'm supposed to be focused. Diane, Lori, and Carla. Stacy. So, let me stop. Let me stop. Because you can't say that song without doing Cisco. So let me stop. One of the best hip-hop songs ever. It makes women, because even when we listen to it, we all groove into it until the name get called. And if your name get called, you like, No, I'm just grooving to this song. Don't get it twisted. We want the list. Listen, I'll play and cut up, but we still want the list. I told y'all, I want Nick Cage to find that fucking list. Nick Cage can get the list for us. Because we know it's somewhere in Washington. And Nick Cage is the one person who's come to DC, and he knows how to get into secure institutions and get government materials before anybody even notices. So I'm like, Nick, we need you now. We need you now. Hey, Bogar, what you laughing about? What's going on? Like, listen, I know I can be a little goofy. Little's an understatement. But I'm still speaking truth. We need to know. I want Nick Cage. I want proof of everything that's happened. And we're not going to get it any other way. Look, the internet wilding out so much. You go to sites now, you know how you got to select all the squares so you can validate and get through. Now, look what they're asking you to do. This is a shame. Even the internet is like, we want the files. Mr. President, we want the files. It's nowhere he can hide. This is Trump tried to get into his Google. This was the screen that popped up. Verify you are who you say you are, sir. Exactly. It's not a matter of national security. It's not any of that. We want the fucking list. We want the list. And he's hoping that we would stop talking. No, we're not going to stop talking about it. We want the list. I even saw a meme yesterday that it was a picture of Gulf of America. And it said Gulf of America. We want the list. Listen. Like, listen, there is no safe space at this point. None. Okay? Everybody wants to know who's on that fucking list. This goes back to what my grandmother used to say. Don't write checks with your mouth that your ass cannot cash. That's what happened. You said America can't be saved. Too much karma is due. You ain't never lied. But America don't want to be saved. Here we go again. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. America doesn't want to be saved. You ain't caught. You didn't figure that out yet? Oh, listen. I told y'all yesterday why Trump is helping Ukraine. He's only helping Ukraine because he mad at Putin. Because Putin is responsible for some of these bots online telling MAGA to keep chasing that list. I'm telling y'all, and the Chinese too. I'm telling y'all. See, a lot of this is a technology war. That's why the government needed to be at the forefront of dealing with this type of shit. But Trump comes in and busts up government. You understand? So now you don't have the stuff that you need to have anymore. You see? He did it to himself. He did it to himself. This shit is rich. This is karma at its finest. When they say, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Hey, you just might get it. Hi, you just might get it. That's why I told y'all Trump is a blessing and a curse. No, Trump is on the list, Vincent. He is. Trump said he was going to release the list, Vincent. So if he hasn't released the list, that means Trump was a liar. He lied to us. And if the Dems had it for years, then he should release it. If he's not on it, wouldn't that free him from this oppression? Exactly, Vincent. Bye, Vincent. He's on the list. What do they say? Nobody's going to know. No, they're going to know. No, nobody's going to know. No, they're going to know. Yes, they know. We want the list. Yep. I'm not stopping till we get it. Nah, man, we gonna be at the funeral like, look, we're gonna lean over and go, where is the list? Where is the list? We want the list. You say Naomi Campbell's on the list? I wouldn't care. I want the list. Don't matter to me. Don't matter to me. He could be taking the last breaths. I'd be like, let me hold your hand. I don't want you to be alone because I want to tell you something really important. We want the list. Listen. Where'd you hide the list? Right, because we ain't on the list. That's why we want the list. And I go, if Trump wasn't on the list, why wouldn't he reveal it? I told y'all that Bill O'Reilly has said that Trump said to him in April that they're innocent people he doesn't want to hurt. Who? What innocent people? You say Michael on there, El Capu. Michael who? Whoever's on the list. I don't care if they liberal or Republican. Release the list. Yup. Whoever harms children should all be prosecuted. Exactly. Elon Musk is a fucking shit starter. He's a shit starter. Hold on. Let me go back. I got to go way back in time. Hold on. Y'all. This little bitch right here, Mommy Musk, this a messy bitch. This bitch is the one who started it. This bitch started it. Cracked the door open weeks ago. Mama Musk started the shit. She started it. And it just won't go away. But Musk knew that because that's the same Trump playbook. Trump does the same thing. He does the same thing. He'll say something and then go, well, you know, I'm not saying it. I've just heard people say it. That's what Donald Trump does. Elon Musk did the same shit. Mama Musk said, oh, okay, bitch. Okay, bitch. You know what? I told you to never fucking cross me. Look, she talking like a whole woman. What I'm not going to do is let no fucking man play with me. I'm going to show him. And she just chilled for a second. Then she just keep throwing stuff out there. She know what she doing. And Lil JD, he stayed with his daddy. Listen, he went with the daddy. So Lil JD is like, Daddy, mama online talking about what you've been doing. I don't know if it's true or not, Daddy, but mama on the Facebook's telling everybody all the stuff that you did. What? Your mama did what? Yeah, Daddy, she's on Facebook. I seen it. She ain't got me blocked, Daddy, but she blocked you, Daddy. I know you can't see it. Child. That's why I'm like, honey, the man who was taking away medication, man, he should care. He's burning, what was it? What did they say? Look, he needs to care. Let me tell you something. The only people who wouldn't care about their name being rotated around something like the Epstein thing are people who I call deplorable people, right? Because if my name was circulating around shit like that and I know I didn't do nothing related to that, oh, no, fuck no. I'm going to be loud and deliberate and making very fucking clear that I had nothing to do with that. Nothing. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? Most of us would not have sat by and just been okay with it. Thank you, Lori. You're the best too, beautiful. Thank you so much for your support. Oh, Trump used to hang out with P. Diddy. P. Diddy and Epstein. And again, you can't hang out with that many of those types of people. And folks, and everybody's supposed to assume that you don't get down like those people. See, look, Nitro's like, I voted Trump, but he wants the list. Exactly. Produce the fucking list. No, that's Daddy Trump. That's Daddy Don, Mama Musk, and Lil JD. Look at him. Isn't he so cute? Yeah, you can just clear up. They can just clear up the uncertainty and just like that. Just like that. But for whatever reason, the White House won't do that. I'm telling you, Pam Bondi's going to be fired. She's going to be the first casualty. Guaranteed. She'll be the first casualty. You're not guilty. You be moving mouth. Thank you. Exactly. Because it's no way I'm going to let somebody put my name up in that mess. And I ain't have shit to do with that mess. No, I didn't see the JD Vance video. I know you meant Vance, not Prance. Or did he Prance? Listen. He already has on the eye makeup. Yeah, they're trying to buy time. The problem is they're not going to be able to buy enough time on this. I'm telling y'all, I'm watching conservative message boards. It is growing, and growing. Hey, Gravy, good morning. Hey, my dog is Charlie. Good morning, beautiful. It's growing, and growing. And Charlie, I saw your post yesterday about all the food and stuff that's going to be destroyed. Wasting our money, you know. He was prancing at Disney. Oh, because those people was booing him. I didn't watch it, but I read a heading for it. I didn't look at it. Because I was just like, why the fuck would he go to Disney? Disney World. I thought Disney was woke. Follow my logic here, y'all. So if Disney is so fucking woke, why did he take his family to a place of wokeness? You understand? This is where my logic goes. Wait, all that bullshit propaganda you say every day, why would you take your child there? He went to Disneyland. But even still, why would you go there? I thought Disney was woke. That's why I'm like, That's why I call them the fuck out. That's why I call them out, y'all. Because if you don't call them out, that's how they get away with this shit. That's how they get away with it every fucking time. Yeah, it's supposed to be woke in California, so dangerous, but then that's where you go, okay. That's why I don't take these people seriously. That's why I don't take them seriously at all. Because if I really felt California was super dangerous, well, I wouldn't take my children there. Not even to see fucking Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse. I just wouldn't go to California, right? Right. He's full of shit. Let me tell you something. Disney is a big supporter of whomever is going to make it so Disney can do whatever they want to do. That's one thing I know about Disney. Disney they don't have any loyalty to either side. Disney goes wherever is going to allow them to get more land, pay less taxes, and keep more money in the company. That's what Disney cares about. Disney has no loyalty to any specific political party. I'm just letting you know. Say it again. And the sad part is Trumpers go eat at a Mexican restaurant. That's the funny part. Well, go eat there. Which doesn't make sense to me. You want to eat their food, but you don't want to see them. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that's all I can say to that. Because the shit makes no fucking sense. You understand? Man, them shoes big time struggling. You hear me? I know one thing. I look at that picture and it makes me want ham. This leg right here. That makes me want a nice piece of ham. I don't know why. But I look at it and I go, damn. Nothing like, it wouldn't be, man, I would love to have some fucking ham right now. I'm just being honest. You almost made me, I almost choked on my tea, Wendy, because I read your comment about that Capri Sun probably fell down. Listen. I literally almost choked on my own tea because I'm just drinking the tea and I'm like, oh shit. Then JD went to hang with the military because of every lap. Oh, because it makes JD feel tough. Yeah, I hear there's a Capri Sun. No, that's not the socks, beloved. You ever seen, I ain't never seen no socks that puff up when you put them on. Like, what is that? I've never seen that. I've never seen that. Socks that puff up when you put them, never seen it. Never seen that. That's a new kind of sock. The kind, what do they say? Like ballpark Franks. They pump when you cook them. Is that what that is? That's what that is. It does remind me. It makes me want a nice quick half smoke a hot dog. Because you know how half smokes and hot dogs, as the heat hits them, they get real plump. And they start to bust at the tips, but they don't totally bust all the way open. They just keep swelling. That's kind of like that. Those are cookout legs. It's kind of like that. Yeah. Listen, look at the hot dogs. Listen. But if he has makeup on his hands, then that means like that's something that's been there a while. Because remember, I showed y'all that bruise on the hand some weeks ago. That means that's been there a while. That's not new. I think that the American people, we have a right to know the status of the president's health. And we're not getting that. We should know. Yeah, I figured that's what it was covering, Bonnie. But again, what is he getting that for? You see? We need to know. They told us that Trump had a body like a guy that could be drafted to the NFL. Remember? They said 6'3", 230 something. Lying asses. We knew they were lying. But since y'all said it, prove it. We need to know. See, and they want you to, the Congress right now is chasing about Joe Biden's health and his cancer stuff. That's cool. Chase it. Chase about Trump and his shit. I want them to have a whole hearing with this picture up with these legs. And right at the top of the picture says, have you seen this guy? Yeah, eating McDonald's every day just doesn't work for you. It just never works. And honestly, this tells me he never saw that movie Super Size Me. Because I still remember that when that director guy ate McDonald's like every day for all his meals. And it fucked his health up. Because he wanted to show what it would do to you if you did that. You know? What it would do. And for him to think that he's going to warrant anything any different. He doesn't exercise. This man doesn't exercise. See, the thing is, this is what I will remind all of you. If you live a sedentary life, but your diet is shit, it's going to catch up with you. And I'm not trying to say that like I'm perfect. I do a lot of imperfect shit. But I like food. That's why I go to the gym. No, I think that guy's still around. Look, let me double check. I don't think it took the director out, but it mucked his health up really bad. Hold on, let me check. Let me see. Because I really don't remember. But I do know that yeah, more. Oh, he did pass. I was wrong. Y'all were right. He passed last year, May of 2024. Whoa. Giving even more credence. You can't eat that shit all day, every day. Yeah, it says he died from complications related to cancer. Wow. Oh, man. That's so unfortunate. And I'm reading, they're asking, did his body, hey, Andrea, hey, beautiful. Thank you for joining. Oh, so he was vegan and then did that? That's great. That's even more. That's dedication to the art, mind you, because I couldn't have done that. But they say that he never recovered from eating all of that McDonald's food. They said, though he lost the weight thanks to a special diet concocted by his then girlfriend, the vegan chef Alex Jameson, they ended up marrying and stuff, but he never fully recovered from that. That's wow. That's insane. Whoa. I didn't know he passed, but Trump can't keep doing this, right? He can't keep doing this, and we're not going to see. So I would say at some point, we probably he's not going to do many public appearances. Think about it. He's going to cut back on the public appearances. JD the problem that we have is this. Trump he got an ego. And he's a narcissist. That's the problem. But the narcissism makes it so he's not going to remove himself from circles that he should remove himself from. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to do it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't believe that he's going to do it. I think his ego is too big. And because Trump's ego is so large, he's not going to be able to be sidelined, take a seat, and let JD be the more visual one, the more one out there. He's not going to do it. Oh, I saw it. I told you. That's why he took that medal. Think about it. If you came out of the house and had to stuff your feet in these shoes, look, his feet and ankles are so swollen, they almost look like boots. Don't they look like boots? It literally almost looks like boots. I got a hankering to watch The Color Purple. They look like them boots that Mr. had on. Literally. Because nothing else makes any sense. But look at it. Yeah, Satan gone. But don't it look like boots? It literally looks like he got on like high top boots. But that ain't no boots. That's not boots. That's not boots. Yeah, look, them shoes ain't gonna make it, honey. I got a hankering for ham and biscuits. If you don't want biscuits after looking at that picture, then then you've never had good biscuits. The best ones are always busting out anyway. Busting out, bum, 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 bum. Hey. Busting out. That's what he doing in them fucking shoes. Busting the fuck out. And still trying to wear them. What? You know what? I just thought about it. Because you know how some men wear those dress socks that are kind of sheer? That's not what happened here. What happened here, those are regular socks. But they're being push it to the limit. Hey, that's why they're so thin. Yeah, they're kind of like support. Look, he got Spanx on his ankles. Because they're too tight. They're too tight. Say it again. Them biscuits is busting. But yeah, that's like Spanx for your ankles. Literally. Technically, he is wearing compression socks. If he got on regular socks and he got that much fluid in his ankles, they are compression socks by proxy. Not the spankles. They do look like toddler shoes. They do. They do. But to me, they're so swollen. It literally looks like the boots are coming up and going like this. You know, like that. That's how it looks to me. That's why every time I look at that picture, I'm like, wow. Wow. So the only other option he has, look, pretty soon Trump will be wearing bell-bottom suits. They go like, why the pants leg on the president's suits so wide? Oh, he doing something different. He doing something different. Oh, okay. Exactly, nerd, but Biden, right? Yeah, I'm just like, okay. Hold on, I gotta get rid of somebody. A day trader coming in here saying they giving out money. If you, oh, thank you, Mod. If you're gonna give out money, wouldn't you just pick somebody and send it to them? Get out of here. Get out of here. First person that says this, I'm gonna give them $500. Right. Okay. First person who says that, I'm gonna block them. I guarantee it. So I'm like, and just so y'all know, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., he's still up to no good. He's fired 2 more top deputies at the Department of Health and Human Services. This is the guy. Not the Steve Harvey suits, listen. And I ain't talking about the new Steve Harvey suits. I'm talking about the old ones where Steve Harvey used to wear, like, the suit jacket would almost touch, the bottom of the suit jacket would touch the top of Steve Harvey's kneecaps. Those old ones. Those. From the 90s. Those old Steve suits, not the new ones. I don't know what he's doing. Now, some of his suits I like that he has now, but can I be honest? Sometimes Steve Harvey be dressing like somebody's auntie. I say what I said. Like, listen, beloved. Yeah, he can wear them old school, Trump can wear the old school zoot suits. He can wear those. Now, the U.S. military is going to remove 2,000 National Guard troops from Los Angeles. They say because they've been successful in California. So they now don't, that's not why they're going to withdraw those troops. They're withdrawing troops from California because they haven't been successful. And at the end of the day, you're not supposed to deploy troops on American citizens. That's the bottom line. All the Trump administration is doing is putting military members in a space because they're not supposed to take unlawful orders. They're not going to attack American citizens. That's not what they took an oath to do. Now, there's some who are going to, because oath be damned, they going to do whatever, because you understand. But you got this other segment of the military population that take their oath extremely seriously. And they're not about to let nobody play with them and shit. Because they are the ones making the ultimate sacrifice. What I keep telling y'all, these rich and powerful people use the military like toy soldiers. They just move them around, play with them. They don't give a shit about them. Your military, most of you probably don't even know that a lot of your military service members are on food assistance. Yeah, because they don't make enough money to feed their families or themselves. So now that the government has cut SNAP, now you're going to be starving military people too. Yeah, because there are military people that also get SNAP. See, this is where I get frustrated with Democrats, because that's a messaging that they don't even talk about. It's like nobody wants to talk about the quiet part out loud that you have military members on welfare. That's crazy. Because the service, if you go, I used to think when I was younger, before I learned about the service, that the military was one of the few places that you could go, right, and make enough money where you could have decent housing, pay your bills. Then I found out, no, that's not the case. It's just another low-wage job. It genuinely is another low-wage job. You got to get up there in the ranks to be making any serious money. And it ain't like everybody and their mama can get up in them ranks. You understand? So when I learned that, I was also offended for the military. Like, hold on. So people they're sacrificing with their whole fucking life. And you mean to tell me they could still be on fucking food stamps? Hey, Paige, good morning, beautiful. That's crazy to me. That's diabolical. But see, that's how rich people do. They're not making any sacrifice. Rich people aren't losing anything. They're sending your kids, my kids. They don't give a shit. They lose nothing. Their children will never go into the service because their kids don't need to go into the service to afford college. You got to sacrifice your life to go to college. That's crazy. It shouldn't be that way. And I see that Trump and the AG Secretary Rollins doing away with funding. I'm okay with that. Do away with funding for small farmers. Black farmers are going to be okay. Government already wasn't helping black farmers, so it don't matter for us. Black farmers will be just fucking fine. Now everybody else, good luck. Didn't I? Y'all, if you've been riding with me since day one, haven't I been saying that because corporations want to buy up these farms? Haven't I been saying it? I've been saying that's the plan, to get rid of small family farms, pay you to work for them, and those big companies are going to buy your farm right out from up under you. I told y'all. Oh, well. Say it again, Cassie. They taught them to be exceptional. Listen, black farmers are going to be okay. Government already wasn't helping black farmers. They're going to be fine. The people who are going to hurt is the people who only got some level of inequality, some level of equality because of the government. See, what did I say? Didn't I tell y'all small family farms are DEI? Did I not say it? I said it, but people not understanding what DEI is, they thought that, oh, you're just using hyperbole, you're doing too much. No, a small family farm is DEI. It's DEI to fucking dole. It's DEI to dole, because as far as they're concerned, you ain't doing nothing. Don't nobody need what you're growing. You understand? Hard lessons going to be learned by a lot of people, man. Hard lesson to be learned by a lot of people. By a lot of people. So the problem is a lot of people won't learn until it's too late. But that's insane, man. Hassett has said small businesses can... Yep, see, these are rich people talking. That's why they talk like that. Because that's rich people talking. Rich people can afford to take those hits. They don't like it, but they can afford it. Small businesses, shit. A hit can be the difference between not making it and making it. Literally. That could just be a week. A difference in a week. Rich people can go years taking hits because they got the money. Thank you so much, Sanopa. And tap that like button for me, you guys. I greatly appreciate it. And that share button. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much for all of the gifts this morning. I appreciate that too. Don't forget, you guys, today, 7 p.m., the Straight No Chaser podcast pops. You're going to love it. We talking about nostalgia today. We going way back. I went way back in time with y'all to talk about the good old days. I wanted to give you something to help you feel good. Something to help you feel good. And also to remind you that even though we've progressed in society, there are a lot of things we lost because of the technology and the progress. And maybe we can take some time to get back to some of the things that were important to us. I think you're going to like this episode today. Check it out today. It's going to be on Patreon, Spotify, YouTube. Check it out. You're going to like it. And thank you all for all of the gifts. Monsanto and the other major companies. Yep. Monsanto wants to own everything. They want to own everything. Small farmers are going to figure this out the hard way. When you vote for a party that believes corporations are people too, right? What makes you think you're going to be more important than the people with the money? This is what I've been trying to explain to people for a long time. You're never going to be more important than the people with money if you're chasing after the people with the money and the power only, because that's all they care about. And if you don't have any money and any power, well, they don't have any use for you. You know, that's what they're going to learn the hard way. And it's an expensive lesson to be learned. A lot of family farms could keep going down and be passed from generation to generation if you had a government that would work to help to prop up your small farm and to teach your children the joys of farming and to make it a career path, something they could really earn money with and not be struggling all the time because big businesses are trying to crush them. That's why family farms can't go on with it generation after generation, because you allow your government to set it up so that you can't really be, your young person can't be prosperous being a farmer. Why would they? Why would they? Y'all gonna learn. See, a lot of small farmers made a lot of money from the government just having U.S. aid, because those farmers were paid to grow food that was sent overseas. Well, you dismantle U.S. aid. Well, now farmers, they don't need you, because don't nobody need all. We're not giving all that food to nobody no more, so we don't need them. Y'all gonna learn. I love Will Westmoreland. I like him because he is slowly waking up these damn farmers. He's slowly, but I'm going to tell you, the reason why farmers are in a dark place is talk radio, y'all. It's not just the shit on TV. It's not just the shit on TV. It is talk radio. I am telling you, because I'm a person that used to spend a lot of hours on the road, having to go to and from work, spending a lot of hours in traffic. And I remember during the Bush 1 administration. Yep, Bush 1. I used to listen to talk radio. AM radio, right? I don't even remember who I said I like. Kiki, look, I forgot too. Damn. I'll come back because I don't remember what I was saying earlier, Kiki. But I remember when I used to drive to and from work, I used to listen to a lot of talk radio. Will Westmoreland. That's who we were talking about. He's really good. And I used to listen to a lot of AM talk radio. That's where you can get into a lot of trouble, because it's a lot of shit on AM dials, okay? Some of it's really good, because I used to listen to the Black Eagle too. I forget his name, Joe. I can't think of his name right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. I used to listen to him too. But I started listening to this other talk radio station, and it was a conservative talk radio station. And the thing was, some shit, Joe Madison. Yep, that's the guy I used to like Joe Madison. So some of the people on the right talk radio station, some of the stuff they would say I would agree with. Because see, that's how it starts. You agree with some of the stuff. But then slowly and slowly they start moving more and more to the right. And you keep listening. And before you know it, you start thinking, you start nodding your head too, like, well, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Before you know it, I was listening to Rush Limbaugh. I was listening to Sean Hannity, and it was entertainment. Let me tell you something. If you never had listened to Rush Limbaugh when he was on the radio, understand, Rush Limbaugh was really good at his job. You don't have to like him. Way better than fucking Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity's not that good at that. But Rush Limbaugh, oh, his ass was good at radio. He knew how to talk to those fucking people. Understand? He knew how to talk to them. He knew how to get a rise of them. Exactly. It's programming, Cassie. And over time, right, I picked up on and realized, oh shit, I've become one of those people. I had to pull myself out of that dark place and stop listening to that shit and deprogram myself. Because it's very easy to happen. That's how it happens to people. And you're right, Shea Butter. Toxic podcasts have replaced talk radio. Because now you can listen to the stuff whenever you want to. It's on demand. You don't have to be someplace. See, radio requires you to be someplace at a certain time to hear it. You know, hey, Val, good morning, beautiful. But with podcasts, you listen whenever you want to. It's whenever it's convenient for you. So they've just switched out one for the other. But they're still spewing the same toxicity. Oh, yeah. If y'all ever want to hear it or really know what conservatives are thinking and talking about, what their marching orders are, all you gotta do is listen to conservative talk radio. They all say the same shit. No matter what city or town you're in, they all spew the same bullshit. All you gotta do is listen. It's all the same stuff. But except right now, there's a lot of dissension And a lot of fractures in MAGA right now due to this fucking Epstein thing. This Epstein thing is making it really hard for MAGA right now. You say you used to listen to a toxic podcast and had to move it. Yeah, the thing is about toxic stuff is the stuff that's really bad never starts off that way. Because it's not going to get, it won't get appeal that way. It's like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is toxic to me. First of all, I never listened to the Joe Rogan podcast. One of the reasons why I never listened to it was when I found out the type of stuff he was talking about, I said, Joe Rogan, why would people listen to Joe Rogan? He's a fucking comedian. And he wasn't like a Bill Maher comedian. He was never that type of comedian. You understand? So I was confused, like, why the fuck are they listening to Joe Rogan? What take could Joe Rogan have on any of that stuff related to politics that I would want to hear from Joe Rogan? That was what caught me off guard from the very beginning. I didn't get that. And then I saw, oh, it's a toxic podcast. That's where people are listening to. And you know, I'm going to tell y'all, you know why a lot of times people listen to toxicity? They feel like people are talking to them. Like somebody's finally expressing the anger and that I feel. That's what that is. That's where that connection is. Hey, Divizzy. Hey, beautiful. That's what that is. Morning, Miss C. That's what that is. Yeah, and Robin, you saying, look, I love how you say Rush Limbaugh. That is how they say it, used to say it. But yeah, it is important to listen to that stuff time to time, because people say, I don't watch Fox News. I do, just so I can understand, not all the time, but from time to time, I turn it on there because I want to know what the hell they're talking about. They're always telling themselves. Hey, Ruth, good morning. If you watch, they tell on themselves. All you got to do is listen, just be quiet. Like, that's why I tell you, y'all talk too much. They tell on themselves. I just let them talk. Yep, I just let them talk. Because I find when you let people talk, they always tell on themselves. Yeah, they're disposing of all that food. The food's been sitting in warehouses anyway, Val. They would rather get rid of it than give it away. The federal government could open up food banks and just give the food away. But then that would feed hungry people, and they don't like feeding hungry people. It's just really that simple. Yep, you're right. Jerry Springer, something. But it was even before that, to be honest with you. It was before Jerry. Jerry worked because people like messy shit. That's the bottom line, man. People like messy shit. People like a lot of fucking drama. I'm going to give you a great example. I've been talking about a topic on both of my TikTok accounts, right? I've been talking about this whole Nicki Minaj thing and how how the Barbs, I'm just telling you what I see. The Barbs aren't that much different from MAGA. They're not that different. They're very similar into how they approach things. Nicki Minaj is very similar into how she talks to her audience and her supporters in the same way that Trump talks to MAGA. But nobody really talks about that. I'm like, nobody calls her out on that shit. She talks to those people just like Trump talks to MAGA. And then she sends these people out to be mean and bully other people. And then she sits back like she had nothing to do with it. She's extremely toxic. And I noticed instantly on my post, y'all know, I don't take bait. Bait and me, it just doesn't work. I laugh at it. So they come in. You know, yesterday a guy accused me not of being a woman. He said, you're not a woman, you wouldn't know. I literally said, sir, you're not a woman. The fuck is you talking about? I'm a whole woman here. You're not a woman. How? What? Excuse me. What? I had to tell somebody, you need to back away from the celebrity. Because I'm telling you, in America, the celebrity and rich and powerful people worship problem, that shit is an epidemic. It is crazy to watch how Americans worship rich and powerful people. It's like, huh? Their money is not your money. you worshiping that rich person is not going to give you any money. If anything, those rich people look at you and don't respect you because you treat yourself as if you have no value because you don't have the money that they have. See, I wasn't taught that rich people were better than me. I was just taught they had more money. But I was also taught they put their shoes on the same way I do, 1 foot at a fucking time. So why are you treating them like they're exceptional? They're not exceptional. A lot of times they got lucky. Sometimes they're born in money. Sometimes they were in the right place at the right time. Sometimes some shit just worked out for them. But that doesn't mean they're better than you. So when I see that stuff, I'm always like, that shit weird to me. And it you know what it tells me? Those people are weak. Because if you were strong, you wouldn't even do that. A strong person can't do shit like that. You understand? It's because you can't reconcile it in your brain. Your ego won't allow you to reconcile the shit. You just go, no, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it. You can't get me to do it. Fuck it. I'm just telling you how it is. Look, ain't that shoe screaming? Yeah, Nikki is done. The problem is Nikki's crashing out because she knows she's done. That's the problem. Damn, now his ankle's more swollen than yours after a C-section. Listen, Linda. But yeah, Nikki's crashing out. And the thing is, it doesn't have to be over for her. But she gonna have to change her team. And she needs people in her corner that tell her, bitch, shut up. You need to shut the fuck up. All the shit that you've been doing up to this point, that worked for you then, it don't work for you now. You 42 fucking years old, you're gonna have to pivot. Now let me help you pivot. Queen Latifah, pivot. Moni Love, pivot. MC Light, pivot. She's got to pivot. And until she pivots, she gonna stay losing. She gonna always look like the mean girl. She got to stop. Ashley, I wish she was happy in her life. But want me to tell you why I know Nicki Minaj ain't happy? If she was happy, she wouldn't be arguing with those people. Happy people don't do that shit. You ain't about to ruin your fucking happiness to argue with some other motherfucker. Think about it. When life is grand, you're not going to waste energy and time on people that would take away from that great energy. I know you meant isn't, but that's why I said her life is not happy. Her life is horrible. She's miserable. Why? Because remember, she was the lone woman in Cash Money. She didn't want no other woman in Cash Money. Remember this. Remember this. She always wanted to be the one woman, right? Yeah, but Cash Money old now. All them motherfuckers is old. You understand? Birdman can't stay awake on stage. Don't nobody understand what the fuck Weezy even talking about. You understand? That reign is over. It's over. Y'all had a good run. It's over. You got to pivot. You got to pivot. Yeah, she wanted to be Eve. But the problem is Cash Money wasn't no fucking Rough Riders. Let's talk about that. Okay? Let's just keep it all the way a buck. Cash Money wasn't no damn Rough Riders. Okay? Let's just keep it all the way a buck. I ain't saying I didn't like Cash Money. But Cash Money was not the fucking Rough Riders. That ain't even no equivalent. So if she was looking for that, it was never going to happen. Because quiet as kept, Cash Money was suffering for a long time after Juvenile left, up until Wayne got hot. And then they got Drake. And then they pulled in Nicki. You understand what I'm saying? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I remember when Juvenile left Cash Money. And it left a void. Because Juvenile was Cash motherfucking Money. You can't, that's what people were chasing. Then when Juvenile left, it was like, well, shit, why are we still listening to that? Then, Wayne grew up. Now you got Wayne. Then you had Drake come along. Then you had Nicki. Now, what? Drake crashing out. Nicki crashing out. Wayne crashing out. They all fucking crashing out. Wayne crashed out over the Super Bowl. Drake cashing out over Kendrick. And Nikki crashing out over everything. Their reign is over. They can't accept. My thing is, you got money, but it lets you know money wasn't enough. The ego is a horrible thing. That ego, they can't let it go. They can't let it go. That's why it's important to be mindful about how you treat people. Nikki came into the game like a bully. Remember, she came in. That old bitch Kim, this, that, and the other. She wanna be me. What? You're the one in the pink wig, ma'am. She did pink in the 90s. What are you talking about? It does happen to everyone, but Kendra, that's all the more reason why Nikki should have chilled. She done made all these enemies. Now she online fighting with SZA. Who fights with fucking SZA? She don't do nothing. SZA don't do nothing. So that's just a bad look. That's just a bad look. That's a bad look. You know? Now you fighting with her? Come on. First it was Cardi. Then it was Megan. Now it's SZA. Who next? It's like she always looking. Thank you. Anything to stay relevant. Just like I told the people in the videos, and y'all see me make other videos about it only because I'm having fun talking to these people. Because I'm just like, SZA didn't do nothing. Even SZA's like, the fuck? Bruh. SZA's like, go sit down somewhere. Like, really? Exactly. She looks crazy coming at fucking SZA. That's what she gonna tell SZA, draw the freckles back on you. It's like, girl, did you really think that we thought that they were not drawn on? Girl, we don't care. Like, we don't care. She's bitter. Like, bitter Betty, bitter Betty. And I'm looking at her going, girl, this just reeks of old lady is upset. Stop. And the sad part, and the good part is she can still come back from it. She can still come back from it. There's time for her to fix it. But she's in so deep. And the people she got around her just gas her up. Yeah. And it's like, that's the wrong crew around you, beloved. Them people don't love you. They're just using you for what you have. Because they want the access to the shit around you. Those people don't like you, though. They watching you crash. They helping you crash out. Yeah. I'm just like, her new music's horrible, but her music is bad because her mindset is bad. She got to fix her mindset. But she can't fix her mindset because she's too busy trying to hang on to that relationship with that husband to prove everybody else wrong. Okay. All right. I mean, if that's what you want to do, girl, but you're going to lose everything in your quest to prove everybody wrong because nobody really cares that much. That's your husband. Folks was just trying to say, this kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb to marry a dude on the SA list when you're a top flight celebrity like that. That was just an unnecessary self-own to me. I'm just telling you how I looked at it. It was an unnecessary self-own. Just came from a video saying she pushing 50 and arguing with people 10 plus years. Yeah, she need to give it up. She needs to give it up. And the thing is, the people who are still gassing it on, like even the people who come in my comments, where you just, I make it very clear to them. Either you're a person that has no accomplishments of your own, and so you think Nikki's accomplishments are yours. They're not. Back away from the celebrity and get your own life. They're not your accomplishments, okay? She a grown-ass woman. And if she's still doing shit like that, that's an indication of her character or lack thereof. Is his ankles, no, that's not a doctored picture. That's real. That is a real picture, Miss Val. That is a real picture. So I just want to see, but now I did see somebody write a comment this morning on Reddit that made me laugh. They said they wondered if Nikki was, they said, I guess she has the same hookup that Colin McGregor got because they both be crashing out in the same way. I was like, damn. It just, that's all I could just say, damn. Because it made me go, yeah, I hadn't thought about it like that. The barbs are far gone. But let me tell you something. When a person, understand, when a person will rationalize that shit for a celebrity, that already lets you know in their personal life, they would also turn a blind eye in their personal life too. That tells you that's a person that you're not safe around. You understand? That's a person you're not safe around, and damn sure your kids ain't safe around. That's how I see it. So anytime I see stuff like that, I'm always like, yeah, I don't. Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to find that video that I saw. Hold on, because I had seen it somewhere and was like, yo. Nah, it's not there anymore. I hate when stuff disappears from my timeline. That, I was wondering, harder kid. Yeah, that's what I said. We need to know the answers to this. Oh, y'all listen to this. Y'all about to laugh. Y'all about to laugh. Okay, now y'all know how a lot of Americans have become sympathetic with Russia, right? They don't understand that it's Russian propaganda that has sucked them into being sympathetic to Vladimir Putin and his causes and his approaches, right? They don't get that it's propaganda. So a guy from Texas, he left and went to Russia, decided he was going to move there. Honey, he got tricked, honey. Then ended up on the front lines in Russia. Vladimir Putin said, listen, if you really about our cause the way you say you are, get out there, comrade. Get out there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He thought he was going to work in the Russian army as a welder. Well, this is my reaction. Yeah, he did it. He did it, Cassie. He went there, and instead they put his ass on the front line. Vlad said, comrade, thank you for coming here to Mother Russia and joining us. We have given you a uniform and everything you need. To the front of the line you go. America first, right, Tom? Comrade, yes. They gonna learn. No, that's that. Hey, Cassie, that's that Texas education system at work. That's like Harlem Nights. Hey, Jeannie, I ain't never coming home no more again. See ya. Cause bro ain't never coming back. You understand? He's never making it back home. Dummy. Unbelievable, man. You would think that people will wake up. If Russia was such a utopia, then why do Russians move out of Russia? That's that school system. That's that school system. You caught that, my dog is Charlie. That's the school system. This is why education is really, really, really important. You said they're all here in Miami? Oh, wow. I'm just like, wow, man. All of that, and you went all the way there. This dude went all the way there, and now he's caught up. Oh, wait, he's never going to be able to get out of there. That's a certainty. He's never going to be able to get out of there. Guaranteed. Never. Never. Oh, he is Geraldine. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. They brought up a ton of high hotels. Oh, really? Yep, they're going to learn the hard way. They're going to figure it out the hard way. The hard way. Folks are going to learn. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to talk about something else that I found. Oh, my God. The internet is, I'm going to just say it like this because I can't say it on TikTok related to this Epstein case. The internet is digging through crates, y'all. And now they pulling out old pictures, honey. And old statements. Folks are not going to stop until they get this information. Because understand, the Chinese and the Russians are helping to fuel this damn fire. It's helping to fuel this damn fire. What I just saw. Oh my God. Oh, I'm going to just say that. Oh my God. Oh my God. They are shaking the curtains now, y'all. They are shaking the curtains. Because see, people don't understand. Once something is out there, it's fucking out there. It's fucking out there. There's no concept of it's gone. No, you just got to find somebody that's willing to dig enough to find it. Man, listen, LMC, you saw a few pictures too. Honey, I see one here. I'm going, this is a bet. No wonder he don't want this list. Oh, I didn't even see that. Thank you guys so much. Look, I'm over here going in, talking about all this stuff like, oh my God. When I just saw this picture, like, oh my God. Wow. All I'm going to say is wow. I got to make a note for myself because I've got to put this. I've got to put this on the Patreon. Oh my God. Checked, saved post. All right. To put. This is crazy. Like I said, Trump done stepped in it. Trump done stepped in it. And now people want it. Will it be on the news? Not that thing. Because I'm going to tell you why. Remember Trump sued CBS. And CBS silly ass paid him, right? So mainstream media, they're going to be very careful about what they say in relation to this Epstein stuff. Because Trump is going to throw lawsuits around to avoid big media from talking about it. That's going to happen. I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. The information that I see that they're talking about in relation to this picture came from a sworn affidavit. So it's not like it's even he says, she says shit. It's shit that came from sworn affidavit along with the fucking case number that goes with it. Ciao. Yeah, and to somebody's point, it's going to be mostly independent journalists and independent news sources that are going to be talking about this type of stuff. But I'm like, wow. I'm going to just say that some of them say they had more than one encounter. Wow. 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 Like I said, this ain't going away for Trump. Trump is boxed in. Trump is boxed in. It's not even an article. It's a picture that I see that somebody shared on Reddit that has some other information that goes along with it. So it's not an article. Yeah, it's not an article. It says, and now the Trump, look, Trump got this infatuation with not turning over lists. I don't know what it is. But now the Trump administration, they refuse to turn over court-ordered RIF lists. Like when they have all the people that they want to fire, they won't give a copy of that list to the court either. What is it with Trump and these fucking lists? I don't understand. They want to do this reorganization. The Supreme Court says he can do it. Why won't you release the list of all the people you intend to fire? Yeah, I saw this on Reddit. Oh, I like that. 80%. Oh, somebody said that on Substack. 80% of Americans want the stuff released. We do. Even conservatives want it released. Bonnie, yep. And see, Bonnie, people forgot about those tax returns. Remember, he claimed he was being audited. No, it wasn't. He just didn't want you to see that he doesn't pay taxes. That's all. He just didn't want folks to see that he doesn't pay tax. But we already knew Trump didn't pay taxes. Like most rich people, that they don't pay taxes. Yep, deny and delay there are always his tactics. That's why I say you can't let up on, Democrats can't let up, people can't let up on this pressure about Epstein. Because this is the first thing in a long time that's getting to Trump. No, Trump don't like being told what to do. He don't like it. But on this thing here, this is where he get fucked. I have seen conservatives say goodbye to the midterms, Trump, because they're like, we're not going to vote for Republicans because they won't release those files. They are mad, okay? They are mad, and they want information. And until they get it from the Trump administration, they're going to feel like they were lied to, but they were lied to. They were. They were played with. All of those things. So the question now becomes, what is MAGA going to do? You about it? Or y'all gonna let them run y'all over? That's the question. How do you convert them into blue vote? You don't, Bonnie. I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't. See, you gotta be real with it. How are you gonna convert a person that wants to start feeding children and then turn them into a socialist? You can't. It's impossible. You cannot. Fuck. Honestly, Bonnie, my position is, fuck those people. Because, see, most of those people who think like that anyway, they're already socialists. They're socialists. Most people who say that shit are already getting government money. They're on some type of government program, and they're mad about it. They're mad about it. So they want to think that they're different. I'm not like them. I deserve the stuff I get. This isn't about who deserves it and who doesn't deserve it. That's what people didn't get. A lot of people who voted for this Trump thing, they were on the system. And you know what they said? Oh, he not talking about me because I earned mine. What they didn't get was the people who want you off of it don't see it like you earned it versus you didn't earn it. They see it as they're paying for someone to have access to something that didn't work for it. So as far as and even if you did, you didn't pay for it. So you don't deserve it. That's how they see it. So maybe at some point people will wake up. But honestly, I don't think that any liberal should be on a campaign to convert Republicans, in my opinion. That's why I'm telling liberals they need to create their own co-ops, their own groups. Yep, conservatives have an empathy problem. And the problem with liberals, y'all got too damn much empathy. See, that's the problem. It's too many extremes. Conservatives don't have any empathy and compassion. And liberals have so much compassion and empathy that y'all keep letting conservatives play in y'all fucking face. So it's never going to change. Yep, stop that center shit. It's straddling the fence. And my grandmama said, if you straddle the fence, you get pew-pew from both sides. And she right. She's right. She was never wrong in saying that. Make it, because it comes down to make a decision. You got to make a decision. And it just seems to me, folks haven't been wanting to do that. But you have to do it. There is no way around it. Say it again, Bonnie. Republicans are narcissists and Democrats are codependents. Say it again. They both got their shit with them. But I always tell people they ain't the same thing. Democrats are that party that they want to do whatever they can to make you happy to the point they'll let you abuse them. And then they don't want to push too hard because if they push too hard, you might not like them anymore. It's like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Have a fucking backbone. Have a backbone. Somewhere along the way, they wanted to play the center so much to get Republican votes. Fuck that. You got to be willing to lose and let Republican policies be Republican policies so people feel them. Like in Texas, when your government ain't working for you, you look at your local government. It's nobody else to look at. It's Republican majority. You don't like how it's run? Change the fucking people that you voting for in Texas. Because liberals are not why you didn't have a notification for that damn flood. Did you see Schumer starting a third party? No. Ain't nobody gonna follow it. Who gonna follow Chuck Schumer anyway? He old. Ain't nobody listening to Chuck. Chuck can fuck off. That's my opinion on Chuck Schumer. I don't listen to Chuck Schumer. I am not a Chuck Schumer fan, so I don't listen to him. What they say, fuck a clock, fuck a Papa Doc. That's me with Chuck Schumer. I don't care. I don't care. Chuck is a go along, get along type of guy too. Chuck is the type of guy that he want to play both sides. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. So that's why I'm like, nope, I don't like Chuck Schumer. Nope. Because Chuck Schumer he likes to play both sides. Dallas Mayor ran as a Democrat unopposed and then changed his stance once he won. Oh yeah, I've seen them do that. I've seen them do that. But this is all the more reason why, again, hold people accountable. Yep, and you're right. Biden sent federal funds to that area, to Kirk County. But they refused to use the money for that. They used it for something else. Because they said it was, I can't really say what it is, you know. Oh, don't get me started on fucking Fetterman. I cannot stand fucking John Fetterman. John Fetterman's a fraud and a fake too. He's a dino. But also, I believe that after Fetterman's medical situation, is something going on there. That his staff isn't being honest either about his medical situation. They're hiding stuff for Fetterman. Yeah, they're hiding stuff. But I do firmly believe, yep, Fetterman's a dino. To me, Fetterman is just like Tulsi Gabbard. There's no difference. They're the same beast. They're the exact same beast. And then Fetterman will try to claim he cares about working class people. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He uses that as a means to get the end. But bruh making lots of money. You ain't nothing like them people you representing. Nothing. Yeah, Gabby's in a lot. She's in a cult too. But Gabby's a dino. She's another one. She won't run as a Republican because she knows she'll never win. She knows it. Gabby knows it. She knows she could never win on a Republican ticket. So she runs as a Democrat and then acts like a Republican anyway. Because that's about the only way she can get away with it. Yep. It's the only way she can get away with it. So, you know, Fetterman, I wonder what's going to happen when it's time for, because is he running again, John Fetterman? I don't think he is. I don't think he's running again. But John Fetterman he's a dino to me. He's a dino. He's a dino to me. Oh, shit. Ah. I'm sorry. I just saw something and I'm like, America, what the hell is going on? Okay. I don't even know what that is. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else. That is crazy. That is crazy. Now Trump is saying he doesn't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. Then why did you campaign on it? See? That's that bullshit. Every time Fetterman tweets or talks, I tell him to switch party. He should, but you know why Fetterman won't? Because he won't win as a Republican. See, he'd rather have some power than none, right? And that's Fetterman. In Ohio, we are scared about Vivek Ramaswamy. You ain't got to be scared. It's Ohio. His ass ain't becoming governor. Vivek Ramaswamy is fucking delusional. He's delusional. He's another guy, another immigrant that has come into the country and or born here, whatever the case may be. But at some point, somebody in his family immigrated, and he thinks he's one of them. I'm telling you, he gonna get his wake-up call too. He gonna get it. He thinks by talking like this, I talk like this, that's not gonna change nothing. They have fucking eyes. Yeah, he don't think he brown, but Ohio does. Listen. Ohio knows who he is. He can pretend all he fucking wants to. That shit won't work. That's why I laugh. Him and the Bobby Jindals, I laugh at every single fucking one of them. I go, you know these people talk about y'all ass when y'all leave the room, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, they think they one of them. I'm going to wrap up the live talking about this one particular thing, because I think that Divisi, you reminded me of something, right? I have a lot of Indian friends, right? And I didn't even know this was a thing in certain, like, amongst Indians, right? There's a colorism thing that's all the colorism discussion amongst the Indian community. Okay, they got their own color issues, the light versus the dark. I didn't even know that was a fucking thing until Indian women were explaining it to me, because I have some Indian friends who are darker than me, and then I have some Indian friends who are very light. And it's like, whoa, y'all dealing with that? Really? It's crazy to see it. Yeah, that caste system is strong. Oh, you say, Bonnie says they call it the wheatish color skin. Yeah, it's insane to me, the fighting about it. And I'm always going, wow. It's interesting to me to know what it's like to deal with that in your own society, and then come to America and participate in it here too. That is crazy work. That's crazy work. And you say some Latinos too. Yeah, I've seen it in Latino communities too. And I'm going, not loving who you are won't make people who don't like you for who you are like you more. That's not how that works. And what I have found out in my lifetime, people who hate you a lot want to be you. You have something they want. That's jealousy. Because understand, I don't hate anything. Because hating requires energy, right? You got to put into energy into actively hating something. That's how I look at it. So a person that actively hates on you and is actively working towards your demise and your downfall, they want to be you. They want what you have. They envy you. They just can never say that. You're right, Nakia. You're right. But they can never say that. So when I see that stuff, I'm always like, huh. Yeah, it is the cancer of colonialism that never left. Say it again, Cassie. Living rent-free in folks' head. That's exactly what it is. Yep. Hating is lowering your frequency. You're absolutely correct. Protect your energy. You're right. I just don't. I'm like, there's nothing to gain with division but more division. That's it. That's all there is to be gained. So I hope people just wake up and stop doing that shit, man. We're all humans. You know how, oh no, oh, this baby. I'm sorry, I'm watching a dog be rescued. Let me turn it. I need to not watch this because I'll be crying watching the dog got rescued. Oh, but as I wrap up on the way out, I want to tell you guys something about Florida. I don't know how many people from Florida are here, but your fucking state, man, your fucking governor, man. Just so you know, you are ranked number 1 at something. Okay? You are ranked number 1 at something. Governor DeSantis says you're ranked number 1 for religious liberty. As if you already didn't have it. Okay. Apparently, it's the number 1 state for protecting religious liberty. This comes from the First Liberty Institute. The rankings are based on 20 safeguards identified by First Liberty as essential protections for religious freedom. It includes things like now listen to the first one, allowing absentee voting. See, that's why I always said to people, if you want conservatives to own themselves, start doing what they're doing. They'll get rid of it. Conservatives love fucking absentee ballots. They love them, especially in Florida. Democrats vote absentee. It'll make Republicans have to take their old ass to the polls. What did I tell y'all? If you want to change it, do what they do. Then they'll change it. Because God forbid they can't have more liberals voting. That's why they don't want like those absentee ballots or mail-in ballots, because when Democrats started doing them too, then it became a problem. It's not a problem as long as just conservatives are doing it. So they say it's because of things like absentee voting, protections in public schools. What protections? They don't protect the children from the pew-pews, but I guess that don't matter, right? The right of medical providers to refuse to provide contraceptive and sterilization procedures. Why do I give a fuck what my doctor believes in personally? I am here to get a fucking service. So basically, the state of Florida is a place where you don't have the freedom to make your own choices without government intervening. Okay, I told y'all, but Republicans will call it freedom. Nothing about it is free. Nothing. Wow. And he's proud of it, of course. This is stupid shit. This is dumb shit. I just saw it and I was like, of course Florida would feel proud of something like that. Yep, malicious compliance is a means of resistance. Comply. They'll change the rules. When did the pew-pew rights in America change? When Black Panthers got some. That's how the rules get changed. When you start doing what they doing and they don't want you doing it, they change the rules. Oh yeah, they're trying to get rid of the Department of Education. It's going to be gone. But hey, it's going to be interesting to watch the parents in red states, especially those with special needs children. When school starts back in August, it's going to be fucking chaos. Do you hear me? And I better not see one conservative woman online crying, my baby, shut the fuck them kids. Yeah, fuck them kids. Because that's what you said when you voted for Trump in November. So I ain't saying nothing any different than what you said in that booth. That's how I see it. Yeah, we're cutting your Medicaid. It's free to choose a plan you can't afford. Yeah, crazy stuff. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't listen to that shit. Fuck they kids. Y'all should see how I look when I look at shit online, them crying about something. I'm like, I laugh my ass off. They voted for it. I'm never going to feel sorry for somebody that put themselves in a situation that they asked for. Never. Now, I want to say thank y'all for joining. Look, we got 123,000 likes this morning. I said to myself I was going to stay on a little longer this morning and have a talk with you guys. Because sometimes I tend to do about an hour, right? But I said this morning, no. I'm going to do 2 this morning. I'm going to do 2 this morning. You know, I'm going to do 2. I thank you all for joining me. I thank you for the likes. I thank you for the shares and the gifts. You know I appreciate y'all. Because I always tell you the most important commodity that you have is your time. So when you spend it with me, I appreciate it and respect it because I know once you spend time, you can't get it back, right? So I appreciate that. I want to remind you to check out the Straight No Chaser podcast. The link is in my bio. New episode hits today, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out the Patreon. Check out me on Spotify. I'm on YouTube. This live this morning, it will end up on YouTube today. I got to finish just editing the one from yesterday because remember it was in 2 pieces. So that one's going to be up there today as well. I thank you all so much. I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters. Number 1, beautiful Kiana Black. Number 2, beautiful Sanopa. Number 3, handsome Russ Nelson. Number 4, beautiful my dog is Charlie. Number 5, beautiful Trini. And a special shout out, number 6, to beautiful Lori. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Don't forget, got merch in the link. Cups and shirts or whatever. Thank you all so much. I will be back online today, 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope each and every one of you have a beautiful day today. And I'm going to tell you like I always tell you, right? Don't let nobody live rent free in your head, baby. Don't feed the trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace and have a beautiful day, you guys.